humans. Welcome to another interesting episode of the Jakpa Diary. As you already know, my name is Menah, and with me is...
What's your glasses last time?
See, yeah, I heard people asking me why was Menah wearing glasses.
Do you know what I mean?
Well,
I'm
trying to tell you guys that it's summer.
I answered them on your behalf. I told them
summer is here.
I told them you were a superstar, innit? Do you know what I mean? Like
exactly.
Superstars wear shades everywhere.
No, that's how start.
That's
how start.
Come on.
Anyways,
like your jacket still. Look at that.
Thank you.
I thought that was Isaac, but
no, it's not Isaac.
Yeah.
This one is not. It's not Isaac. But yeah, I think I have one for Isaac as well.
Yeah. Big shout out.
But yeah, I really liked this one.
Nice.
It's really giving. Summer is here,
Yeah,
and you guys should not worry. This summer period, like, I'm giving you people back to back.
Italawa.
You
The
know.
summer. Italawa. Yeah, sorry.
Which one is Italawa? No, we don't do that on this podcast. We don't do that here, guys. So again, as you already know, my name is Menah, and with me is, Waye. You haven't introduced yourself.
That's it. That's what you said. You already said it. Do you know what I mean? Like, you said it already. So let's move on. How are you? Come on.
I'm very well. You know, Waye, I thought like it's been a while that we reintroduced, the podcast. I feel like we've had quite a number of new followers.
Come on. Big shout out to you guys.
So thank you very much. We're seeing the
Thank
numbers. It's going up. We're improving.
Come
So
on.
thanks to you guys for your support.
Come on.
Anywho, right, this is the Jakpa Diary. Basically, what we do on the podcast, myself and Waye, is really share our experience.
Me, I waffle most of the time.
You waffle most of the time. But
But
we enjoy your waffle. I'm sure people enjoy it, if that's what you want to call it. But anyways, in simple terms, we basically share our Jakpa experiences, relocation experiences, as you guys would typically or generally call it. We just, document it in our virtual diary. So this is more like a virtual diary for myself and Alawaye, sharing our experiences, living abroad, moving from back in Nigeria here. It's just, let's just let it out. I don't know. Someone might listen to this podcast and be like, oh yeah, I can relate. Oh yeah, this was what it was like for me. Okay, thank God that it's not just me, experiencing these things. And it just helps other people who are back home, who haven't relocated from wherever, to say, these are the things I should be preparing for. Hence why we're sharing our stories here.
100%.
And from time to time, we bring like beautiful guests to join us on the podcast to share their experiences. So it's not just from Waye and Menah's perspective. So in simple terms, we literally just share our experiences living abroad, and we hope you enjoy it. Our new listeners, we hope you enjoy it. As we would always ask you guys, we would still appreciate your support. I mean, it's your support that's keep us going.
100%.
So hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, share these videos with your family and friends, turn on the notification, and as soon as we drop our new episode on Mondays, you'll be the first person to hear about it.
Come on, let's go. She said it all. Do you get me? Moving to the episode, what are we talking about today?
What are we talking about today? We come here every time, and the first thing we're saying is, what are we talking about today? We're like, we're just coming. We don't even know what to come and say. It's like, what has happened this week that we need to talk about? What's that one major thing that has happened to us this week? And we're like, okay, yeah, I think we need to talk about this on the podcast. But guys, really just say it as it is. Like, nothing is scripted. We just let it out as we think it should be, Abby. What do you think, Waye?
100%.
Yeah, so let me remove my glasses.
Oh, wow.
See, I see that beauty. I don't even see not blinding some people. Anyways, like, back to the podcast. What are we talking about today, Waye?
Yeah, I don't know what we're talking about today. You tell me what we're talking about today. I thought you guys just come here. Listen, you're the host, okay?
I'm not the host.
I'm the co-host. Okay? So let's say that. We introduced ourselves before. Yeah. Let's take it another step further. She's the host, okay? I just come here and just co-host, basically.
Just co-host.
You know what I mean?
But there is host in.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's sort of like a host on the side. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So you tell me.
What are we talking about today?
Yeah.
We're talking about paying international student fee as an immigrant.
100%.
What does that mean? Is it too expensive? Should we be considering staying back home and studying in our country where we don't pay as much? Like, is it worth it? Is it what that?
You know what I mean? Like,
money
1 year of school fees here
is the entire money that you use to go from 100 level to 500 level, 400 level.
Bro, it's not even up to that. How much do we pay in Unilori?
How much do we pay in Unilori?
Listen, Unilori, I think we paid. My dad is gonna see.
See, why is
why my car, man.
It's about to be let out to the open, and I like the way this conversation.
No, it's not just my secret. Listen, if we see that figure, a lot of people will get into trouble. Do you know what I mean?
Not a lot of people.
A lot of people.
No, a lot of people. What do you mean? Well, I'm sure everyone out there are now doing better and some way repaying their parents or saying thank you one way or the other. So shout out to our parents. Like those guys actually really tried for us. It's like we always do as if we don't know they know what we are doing, but in our head we're kind of smart. This is how we say it, that they'll take it, they'll just take it and then give us that money. Anyways, back to the podcast, like back to the topic that we're talking about. It's actually like it's really, really, really expensive. And I put really, really, really expensive studying in this country or being an international student.
A little bit of maths, okay?
Okay.
A little
just drill into it, like
you
guys.
Deep it.
What's the exchange rate as of today?
Do you know? I think it's like 1,700, isn't it?
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like it's been a while that I've been on Lemonade.
Oh, I think it's 1,800 now, 1,800 or something.
Wow. Okay, that has gone up. I thought it was coming down at some point, like 1.5 thereabouts. Okay,
yeah, it was, and
that's actually a lot. So let's look at it. Let's drill into
so
it.
Say average university fee
here for international stuff. I think it's about 16, 17k.
16k.
I don't know if there's anything less, but
0 million. Yeah, how many zeros? 3 zeros. Wow.
Oh, you don't know your math anymore. They'll hook up for you. Moderator will hook up for you.
1,700
times 1,800. That's how many million? Wow, that's 27 million naira buys
for school fees for 1 year.
School fees just to come and do masters. It's actually very expensive. And I don't know, like, what's the rationale behind? I mean, the cost of the international fee being that high.
Wait, I'm still deep in this.
You're still deep in it.
Let me.
Like, Mr. Lawaye really tried, pulling that out of his pocket.
It's just deep in, like, if I see this money cash now, what would I do with it? 27 million.
What would you do with 27 million?
I'll speak to you about the time. I'll go and buy one nice property.
Property? Where? In Ikorodu? Would you actually make that much money if you were to do that?
Yeah, I think I'm just waffling right now, but yeah, it's just 27 million is just a lot. You can do it.
Yeah, but you can start on people would say you should use that money to start business and all of that. But the environment in Nigeria, is it easy? Like, does it make how accommodating is it for like startup SMEs? You know, when I start the company, it might look like it's doing good, and then one silly rules or regulation will come up and it will just throw everything in the air, and I wouldn't even see capital. Let's talk of then getting profits from whatever business that I started. Hence why I feel like people be like, I'd rather go spend that money as an international student where I know there is opportunity for me to, get a better job where I earn better. Even as a student that you have 20 hours, if you convert what you would make in like a week or a month, you'll be doing good for yourself if you were to convert that to Nigerian money. Do you get what I'm saying? So I feel like that's what people look at, and they'll be like, well, it's probably worth it. If I were to start a business with this money in Nigeria, I don't know.
Yeah, I think the perspective, that's one perspective. Another perspective is that people that come here themselves without no support, they take out this money out of their savings. And they don't even have this money initially, do you know what I mean? Like, they probably borrow, get loans from friends and whatnot, and then come here with the intention that they're going to make the money back.
Well, I feel like it's not a wrong, way to look at it, or a way to invest in yourself, particularly if you don't have the support. It's like, this is all I have in my lifetime. What should I do with it? I'm at this point where I need to make a decision moving forward. Do I invest this in a business here, back home, or should I go out there, get, more degrees, which will put me at, a better chance of getting something better that can then become sustainable. If I use this money to start a business, what is the chances that the business will do so well and make me a millionaire? What are those chances? And then they'd be like, okay, I would rather get a master's. Even if I can get a job in the country itself, even if I were to go back home with a master's degree, you and I know that back home, earning or having a master's degree puts you above, and then earning that master's degree abroad puts you above every other applicant for a job, if you get what I mean. So either ways, it's a win-win from my perspective. That's kind of how I say it. For those people who, they don't have the support, they rally around to once you get that this amount of money, and then they go ahead and use it to study, and people will be like, was that a smart move to make? I feel like it's delayed gratification from my perspective. Like it would make sense in the end. It might not make sense spending that money at a go, giving it to the UK government just to get a master's degree. But I feel like it's delayed gratification that you would be glad you did it eventually, because see how things are back home. Like, see how expensive things are. Imagine having a business, starting a business with 27 million. And what do you think the business will be worth at this time? If you get what I mean. So
definitely.
It's just looking at it from another lens. I don't think it's not worth it. Like, I feel like it's worth it. Yes, it's more expensive than what the home students pay
as well.
For 4 years. I feel, is it 4 years or 3 years?
Yeah.
Or 3 years. I don't know. See, like, those people that actually do first degree in this country, like, kudos to them.
I think their fathers are not normal people.
What do you mean their fathers are not normal people? I mean, just like you and I.
Or what do they see money?
I feel like just like you and I, the way they feel like it's a good opportunity, I would bank on this than have you back in Nigeria. Spend
their parents.
My parents, exactly. I mean, yes.
Yeah.
Thank
I
you
myself.
Good for catching yourself.
Yes.
It's not only the fathers that do it. The fathers do it, but like they both do it. But anyways, back to what we're talking about. I feel like it's a good chance to take on your child, to send them abroad for that first degree. Because, I mean, what are the chances staying back home in a public uni, going through 4, 5, 6 years, depending on the type of uni you've gone to, and then coming out and not getting a job immediately? Or you get a job where you still need to support the child because the salary is not good enough. So I feel like it's...
No way. Pay all that money and then still support the child.
He's not paying the money. It's actually... I feel like he's not paying the money. And I feel like the other perspective that you could actually think about it from, the quality of education that you get here, by no means to say the quality of education in Nigeria is not good enough, but I feel like it's worth the cost of, it's worth the money that we pay for it.
Is it worth it?
I feel like it's
some students pay 9K, don't they? They pay sort of half of that. Well, not quite half, but is it for host student? Just looking at it from a host student perspective as well. Is 9K, is it worth it?
I mean, so you feel like 9K is expensive as well for like home students?
Yeah, I'm just asking.
Like, is it worth it for them to be paying 9K?
Yeah. Because a lot of people also don't really go uni here as well. So some people actually think, and most of them get student loans, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they get student loans and they have to pay back, obviously, when you start earning above a certain amount. But some of them still don't think it's worth it to get all that loan, because obviously you get student loan and then you get maintenance loan as well. So it's not just 9K you're getting 9K towards your tuition and then extra fees on the side for your maintenance.
Sustain yourself.
Yeah, so it's sort of like, say, maybe 10 or 11. I don't know how much, to be honest, but it's usually more than that 9K. And then you get that for 3 years for your bachelor's, and then some also go ahead to do master's, and then they come out with debts of like 40K, 50K.
So I'm just saying, is it worth it to go into that debt?
Yeah.
More like if you were a home student, if you were a home student, pardon my English, if you're a home student, you would consider not going to uni and just, starting off something like getting into the workspace and rather build up your work experience rather than go through uni. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I was asking you basically, but if you come back and ask me, I'd say that a lot of opportunities in the UK as well for people. Not everyone goes to uni, so there are a lot of apprenticeship programs where people usually get sort of work experience and then go to college and then sort of get a degree after it.
Yeah, I've actually, surprisingly, I've actually had people or bosses in my workplace who haven't gone to uni. All they've gathered or garnered over the couple of years or years, like 30, 20 something years that they've been working is like work experience. So immediately they go out of college or I don't know. It's not like zero education, like they didn't go anywhere, but probably just stopped at college. They didn't go ahead to proceed to uni. They got into like the workforce, and the experience that they have is literally from moving from one job to the other, and you really can't tell the difference between someone who has not got a degree and someone that has got a degree. Trust me, I feel like those guys are even better than you and you got a
Come
degree.
on,
Because the
man.
years that the 3 years that you
Because
spent in
experience, you can't
uni,
really buy
exactly,
it,
like you can't buy it, like it's in the doing, and they
Mm.
have been doing it, so they would always, excel. They would always stand out because they have that experience in the doing, not you that you've gone to read it off a textbook or the theoretical part of it. So yeah, it does make sense, to be honest. And I'm not sure if I've said this to you. I think I said it to someone that if I was actually born here, or if I like grew up here, I'm not particularly sure if I would have gone to uni.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah, so
Yes.
it literally, because as where we're from, you have to go to uni.
No, school is the basics.
You know what I mean? Like, you have to go to uni. You have to go to uni. But here, you just have that option, like, okay, uni or something else.
Yeah, actually, I feel like it's not bad that like it's not something that I would say no to. I mean, considering the fact that the environment that we grew up in, education is like one big thing, or going
Yeah.
to school is one big thing that we hold dearly. But I feel like I've seen life in another perspective from being abroad. Like, it's not actually about the school. It's about like, what are your skills, what are your strengths, what do you think you're good at. I'd rather just put you in the trade or in an area where I think you are really strong at, and let you proceed at that, or get better at it from whatever young age that you find yourself, and just progress like that. Like, you don't have to go to uni, just be able to communicate, read and write, which you would from going to like primary school to college. So
Yeah.
I don't think it's a big deal. Like, I don't think it's worth it from their perspective as well, to be spending 9K, I mean, whatever amount of money that they spend, get into that amount of debt just to come out, and when you can as well get the opportunity and get the experience from beginning. So yeah, from their perspective, it's probably not worth it. But
Yeah,
from
from
our
our
perspective, I feel
Because
like
you get what we defined.
it's not a get what
End
we define.
goal.
It's how we start from back home. Like, it's
Okay.
that where you start from.
Okay.
It's like the easiest way to Jakpa is through schooling. Like,
School.
you've gone through uni and then you have the degree. It's like one very easy way to kind of get out of that country. Except there is something else that is that easy, I would be telling somebody back home, like, go to school. I was literally telling like my nephew, that, see, if you're able to get that first class degree, get the first class degree. It might seem like, what do I want to use first class to do? There's nothing you can use first class to do, because when you put your CV, not even your CV, like your degree out there, when you start, going to all these universities, say you want to do a PhD, you want to study this, and you're writing that statement of purpose to try and convince somebody that this is why I think you should take me on. The degree does matter at that case, because you have lots of people competing for that same opportunity. So
True.
get that good grades in uni, and if you can, like, get
yourself
it,
that
put in the
advantage,
work,
yeah.
exactly, give yourself that advantage. Like, school is not scam, basically what I'm trying to say. Like, school is not scam. If you're back home, get the education. If you're here, I would say explore other opportunities. There are lots of opportunities out there. Don't be tunnel vision to the fact that it's all in the school. Like, don't get into that. I really don't like that. But we'll come back to, like, I feel like we'll have a whole topic on, getting credit or not getting credit. To do
Get credit.
for education. Like, if the means was even like, if credit was available to us back in Nigeria to school, take it. I'm like, that sort of debt is what getting into. Take it, get yourself the best education, come up with the best grades, and the sky will be your limit. Like, the sky is no longer even the limit.
You're pro education.
I am, for people back home, like for people in developing countries, get that education. It's kind of like the easiest thing.
Yeah.
I don't want to, I don't want to have to leave the country, have an education, leave the country, and then come and start doing like menial jobs. Even if I'll do the menial jobs, it will be for a while. I know, okay, it's just to like get out of school, and then get something better for myself.
Yeah.
Give yourself that opportunity to be able to compete in the high places. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say. And it starts from getting a good education back there, so you can get the opportunity.
Fair. Interesting. That was a really interesting perspective. Me, I don't know what my perspective is, because 6.7 million. It's just deep in it. It's just like, it just seems like a lot of money. But as you said, it's what you get as part of the whole package of coming to study abroad, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you get also good networks in university. I wouldn't know. For me, I met some really interesting people in uni. I don't think I would have. Yeah, like, it's just networking from people from different countries, basically, because in universities here, it's like the international community is really big, and you meet people from all walks of life. I had someone invite me to Morocco, just, come come to Morocco, I've got a villa. I'm like, really? Wow. She showed me, I was like, whoa, come on, relax.
She's got a villa.
Yeah, so she's got, her parents got a villa in Morocco.
Wow.
And I was like, yeah, wow, that's crazy. And I met people from different countries. So studying is quite interesting. I'm just deep in that money is just.
It's just a lot from your perspective.
Just
but just give me a quick breakdown. What were you going to use the money to do? What would you have used 27 million to do that you think would be sustainable to?
Yeah, with all these Lagos state government just kicking people out of their properties, I don't even know, man.
Yeah, there's that one too. Like, I don't even understand.
I
don't see videos online.
Yeah.
Government keep kicking people out of their homes,
Yeah.
and I don't want.
But I was going to say properties because properties seemed like a safe thing to invest in because it will always appreciate. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I beg to differ on this whole property, never depreciating, appreciating. It feels like times have changed. If I put it that way, I might be sounding naive. It feels like back in the days before, is it recession or what was that? 2008 economic meltdown. Was that what happened?
Okay.
It feels like those are the days when property used to appreciate. But now, I don't know. Like, I
appreciating again.
feel like it's not appreciating again, to be honest. Particularly like in this UK, where like there are lots of new builds coming up. You look at the houses and they're so expensive, like really, really expensive houses. And I'm like, I'm not sure I want to put that sort of money down to go and buy that amount of house, but it's your opinion. You were saying.
Yeah, I was just saying what I'd do with 27 million. I don't know.
You'd buy property and then you'd rent it out.
Yeah. I don't know.
The stream of income would be enough for you to like start the family. What else? It feels like start a family is kind of like the goal for everybody. Like,
really?
No, it's like, how do you sustain it? How do you become? I don't say a millionaire. How do you become a millionaire? How do you get comfortable in life with that?
Yeah, it is relative. Different people will have different things that they think they'll be able to do. But me, I'm just sort of fixated on properties at the minute. Like, yeah, if I get 27 million, maybe not even buy it outright. Maybe just invest in some Airbnb service accommodations.
It's like shortlets.
Yeah, shortlets and whatnot. But yeah, it's just honestly,
you never know until
I promise you, spending that money, it didn't come out of my pocket, to be honest, but I think it was a good investment for the people that invested it in.
Would you
You know what I mean?
Would you invest such, now that you know better, or now that you feel like it's a lot of money, you're going to have your own child too, and you're going to make such sacrifices?
Yeah, that's the question.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Would you?
Would I pay 27 million for my kid to go for 1 year? 27 million. My kid has to get a scholarship. It's going to be clever. I'll get a scholarship.
It's going to be clever.
Yeah, or play football.
Why were you not? Why did you
my
get
kid
a
will play
scholarship?
football. Listen.
Why did you get a scholarship?
Me?
Yes.
Why did I get a scholarship?
Yes.
It was because there were too many people. Like, everybody was just trying to get out. Like, nah, I don't want to do that stress.
If you know where I was going with that question, because you said your child is going to be intelligent. You didn't get a scholarship, but it's you that you will give birth to that child. Don't you think you're going to pass down your own intelligence to the child?
That's not how it works.
Oh, that's not how it works. How does it work? Tell me.
So it's not only me that will born the child now.
Okay.
So, that's why.
So as it is now, what about criteria?
That's not good.
What got into this?
Partner with someone that's.
Partner with?
You know what I mean?
What do you mean partner with?
It's not going to be just me. I'm not going to. Do you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, today I didn't bring in the fact that you haven't got married. You were the one that brought this topic. So another criteria for our wife. Another criteria for our wife to be, you have to be extremely intelligent. Why? I'm going to break this down. Why? Because Waye needs his child to be very intelligent. Waye needs his child to be able to earn a scholarship, so he doesn't pay the equivalent of 27 million naira to send the child to study. Wow.
Yeah, I can actually pay though. But I can't actually.
You can't. But would you give the child the 27 million naira to
17? For us now as immigrants,
mm-hmm.
we will be paying home student fees or international student fees for our kids?
It depends. If you're here till you are fully settled and you've gotten the passports, yeah, I feel like the children will automatically pay home student fee. So
will they be entitled to get student loans?
Yes.
Actually, another question for
Yes,
you.
they
Actually,
will.
I'll ask you now. I'll ask you, put you on the spot. Would you rather your child get a student loan or you pay his school fees outright? Or pay their school fees outright?
I'm
think about it. Listen.
See, right, I have an answer for you.
Do you know what I mean? Listen. But your answer, you have to listen. The internet does not forget, okay? The internet does not forget.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So you have to think about that question deeply.
Okay.
Think about your answer and think about the consequences of your answer.
Oh, my answer. Okay. Inshallah.
Allah
will. For people that understand, inshallah, Allah willing. I would like to pay for my children's school fees.
I'll try. Cash.
I'll try to
try.
The same way my father paid my fees back home for like uni.
I rate that still.
I wouldn't want my child to get into debt.
I rate that still.
I'd like my child to start on a clean slate and be able to get their life together. When you start earning whatever it is you start earning per annum as a young graduate, I don't want you to have to take out student loan out of that. I feel like it's my responsibility to give you that education and not put it back on you to pay. Like it's a huge debt. I'm not a fan of student loan. So like I said, Allah willing. You know, if I get the opportunity, I wouldn't let my child take student loan.
Inshallah.
How about you if we were to ask you the same question?
Realistically.
Not realistically.
Do you know what I mean? Like where we're from, we're like, loans are bad, loans are not good. Do you know what I mean? But I think I've got a couple of friends that are paying back student loans, and they're like, it's not that deep. Honestly, I think it's only a little core of their salary.
That's going into student loans.
It's just like paying tax coming out of your salary and then national insurance. You don't even know when you get.
I know. I'm sorry. No, don't say that. I know the figure to the pence. To the pence. Did you hear my? To the pence. Last week we were talking about UK and working, how you work so hard, and we haven't even talked about the tax and NI that you pay. To the pence. Why you take it back? I know. If you don't know, you're a rich man. That's no problem. For me, I definitely know it to the pence. And it's a lot. So take your time.
I'm sorry, Eddie.
So it's when you get that money back. For your friend that is saying it's probably not a big deal, you know, taking out that student loan out of your salary. It is. If you had that money come back to your hands every month, even if it's £100, and you painstakingly put that money away for a year, you would know that it's actually it's a lot.
I get it.
I guess because it never even comes into your hands in the first place. That's why you feel like it's not a lot of money. But anyways, you ask me a question. I would love to pay my child's school fees and not have them get into debt. No, don't just say me too.
Yes, me too.
What is the rationale behind? Because you were the same person who said you wouldn't want to pay 27 million naira.
It's just
you wouldn't want to give your child 27 million naira.
I'll not convert it. I just think it's pounds.
It's pounds.
Yeah,
but the equivalent of pounds. You think £9,000 is a
but listen, if you now have 2 children, if you now have 3 children, this is actually deep. Do you know what I mean? Like 3 children, all wanting to go to uni, 9k each.
Please, wait, I feel like you just lied. The way you're dipping the money, 9k each per year. Undergraduate.
How much money do you make in the UK?
A year.
Listen, the average salary of a UK worker, UK employee is less than 50k.
How did you go less than 50k? How is 50k the threshold that you're not saying about 30 less than 30k?
I bumped it up a little bit. Like,
you bumped it.
Average salary, 30k.
Average?
30 to 50k. What? You're making 50k, listen.
I don't think 50k is average salary.
You've got a good job, you're making 70k-ish, okay? You're paying, you buy a property, you're paying your mortgage, this, you got 3 children.
Okay.
All wanted to go to uni.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? Like, everyone's paying, maybe by then they'll be paying home fees, 9k. Maybe it's actually doable, you know? You just have to work hard.
I feel like it's doable.
It is doable. Actually.
Because in the end, for the 3 children, that's like 27K for every year. So if you're
Mm.
earning some 70 grand,
70K,
you
yeah.
should be able to like comfortably pay for your children school fees.
Well, that 70K, that 70K is before tax, you know. Like, it's just, no, I mean, what do you guys think? What do you guys think?
Wait,
You know what I mean?
but I feel like it's a good money. Like 27K to children's school
Yeah.
fees.
Yeah, it's worth it, 100%.
It's worth it. Like
It's worth it.
it's
But
good money if you're earning 70K as a household income. I'm not even saying one person earning 70K. Like as a household income, I feel like it's a good money that you can afford to. I don't know until I have children, because of course there are other expenses in this
I
life.
think it'd be interesting
I feel
to
like
have someone that has a child.
we're being naive.
Yeah, someone that has a child and someone that's actually going through that at the minute. We'll try to get some money.
Well, I feel like we're
Yeah.
just being naive. Like
Yeah. But it's really interesting though. It is really interesting. And
anyways, why you did not answer the question whether you're going to say
yes.
you're going to pay your children's
Yes,
school
I
fees.
will. As you said, I will try.
You will try.
Yeah, I will try.
You know, like you
You know,
said.
some people, listen, you know, some people,
Mhm.
what they do is, they're easy sense. They send their children to Covenant in Nigeria.
And they live abroad.
Yes.
So they'll send the kids back to Nigeria to study.
Covenant, private.
Covenant. That makes
Listen,
it actually makes
You know what I
sense.
mean? Covenant or
Because
Redeemers or some, I think,
some private
uni, you're paying like maybe less than, say, how much is your school fees? Maybe like,
700K or
yeah,
something.
so maybe like say it's even 2 million per annum. That's how much? How much is 2 million? That's like £2,000. You know what I mean? Like, and they're living big. They're like living in Nigeria. You send them,
and then they can come to the UK for
come to the UK
holiday,
holidays,
and then you go back, just do your uni, and then
bachelor's degree, bam, done. You know what I mean? Debt free.
and then when they come back here and they want to do masters, or would you like them to do masters still in Nigeria?
I don't know.
They don't need
We'll have to
masters.
ask someone that's done it, but I've heard of someone that. I mean, there are a lot of people that are like that in all these private uni in Nigeria, don't they? And they've got the Indian accent, and they're just coming and just in a way.
The Indian accent.
In a way in private uni. But at the end of the day, I think it depends on those kids, because it will be really difficult for those kids as well, those people, because all they know is probably here, and then they have to go to Nigeria to study. It'd be really difficult for them. But
Well, I don't know how that's going to play
the
out.
trade-off
Just in terms of money,
it's been debt free.
in terms of money,
Yeah.
it seems like it makes sense. But I don't know, in terms of life, I don't know if it can be
Yeah.
balanced. But we'll get to that point. Allah willing, and we'll see what you do, Allah Waye. Your kids are going to see this episode, this video, where their dad said he's going to pay their school fees. And they're
Yeah, I'll
going to
pay. I'll be
But he's still skeptical.
I'll be a millionaire, and it'll be light working, eh?
Exactly.
Amen.
Exactly. Thank you very much. So we're going to go straight into our next segment of the
Let's
podcast,
go.
which is the brain teaser session.
Brain teaser today. Brain teaser.
Are you ready?
Take that again. We're going to go into our first segment.
Okay, so thank you very much for that quick conversation. Now we're going to go into our first segment, our trivia question. Moderator, are you ready?
Big shout out.
So, moderator.
Let's go. Bro, these sessions, I'm always sometimes I'm just there random and just thinking, God, it's almost Saturday. This guy, what questions is he gonna ask me?
Do you read?
Sometimes I just go Google random and just type trivia questions.
Just to find what he probably
Just
ask
to see.
you.
Just maybe I'll be lucky enough to just
Be lucky, okay.
chill out with, but it's
Okay, let's get into it.
Question 1. Which is a popular golfing event? I'll give you options.
Don't do this to me.
Option A, Daytona 500.
Eh?
Option A, Daytona 500.
Daytona.
Option B, the Masters. Option C, Super Bowl. Option D, World Series. Which one of them
World
is
Series.
popular golfing event?
Is it like Serena Williams?
Golf.
Golf, like Tiger Woods and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No idea.
Like Tiger Woods and stuff.
Question 2. Which food would be more appropriate for lunch?
Can you hear it now? See, listen, it is bread and ewa going. Trust me. Pepsi. Honestly, have that for lunch. Sorry. Which it's not Pepsi only KO. It's not Pepsi that is inside. Pepsi that is inside bottles that I've gone to. God.
That has gone to
That
mortuary.
I've gone to-
Which is the best?
Yes.
Options: A. Cereal.
Nah.
B. Waffles.
Waffles.
C. Oatmeal.
Nah, listen, this is the context of living in the West.
In the West
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
this does not relate to me now. Me, I want to eat.
but you're not back home. If you were back home, that might make sense. But here, you're in the Western countries. When you're in Rome, you act like you're in Rome.
D. Sandwich. So,
Oh.
which food would be more appropriate for lunch? Cereal, waffles, oatmeal, sandwich.
It's a Sony. Big shout out to Big Josh, you know?
Who is Big Josh?
It's my colleague at work.
Oh, he likes a sandwich.
Yeah. He calls it a Sony.
Really? Okay, Sony.
Question 3. What prickly animal has needle-like quills on its body?
All these long questions. Listen.
What prickly animal has needle-like quills on its body?
Okay.
Okay. Options. Option A. A hammerhead
Don't give us option.
Option A. Hammerhead shark. Option
Shark.
B. Stingray.
That's it now.
Option C. Yellow jacket. Option D. Porcupine.
Oh, porcupine.
That's why I said don't give us option.
That's it. Okay. Wow, look at
I said
that.
don't give us option.
The
Right?
box way.
No, I'm asking, but you give us option already, so don't do that.
Okay.
Don't do that.
You need to be calming down now.
What is no? Wait.
It's not that deep. Do you know what I
Question
mean?
4.
Foxway.
What is a supernova?
A supernova.
Yeah.
Options.
No option, sorry.
Why are you opening your eyes today now? Hey, give us options now.
I didn't open my eyes. No, when I said you should not give us, I would actually love to have options
for this one.
for this one, to be honest. But what's a supernova?
A supernova like this. A supernova. Like telenovela or something. That's random though. Supernova. What is it like? I don't understand.
What's the meaning?
What does it relate to? Is it like a theme?
Is it like a film?
Or is it like a music artist? Or is it like
Or
a
a celebrity?
supernova?
Oh,
People don't be looking at those like, who are these local
I
people?
swear, you know?
Supernova.
Okay, let's carry on then.
Ah.
You don't have options.
Question 5.
Yeah.
What is the world's highest mountain peak? I've got options if you want.
Please, thank you.
Option A. Again, sorry. What is the world's highest mountain?
So it's not the world highest mountain, it's the world highest mountain peak.
Like, it
Do
means
you know what I mean? That's
Is it
deep.
like-
If you deep it, because if you think it's just what's the highest mountain, that's like the case, isn't it?
the
The case.
Everest.
What?
Option A. Mount Everest. Option B. Mount Makalu. Option C. Mount Manaslu.
It has to be one of these M's. Honestly, it has to be one of the M's because see that peak that's added to it, it makes that answer it can't be Everest.
Anyways, I don't know.
Maka what?
Makawai.
Makalele?
Manaslu.
Makaslu.
I've never even heard that
Makani,
one.
Makaslu.
To be honest.
Makaslu. What is that?
Is that all? Is it 5 questions?
Yeah, just 5.
Okay, let's flip and see.
Makanu. I went to Makanu. Let's see.
This is
Alright.
okay. Well, let's.
God, I beg, man. God, I beg, man.
Question 1. Which is a popular golfing event? The Masters.
Come on.
Yeah, we
Like
knew,
working there?
we knew that one.
Do you know what I mean?
Would
Like,
be more appropriate for lunch. Sandwich.
a
Well, that
Sony.
was too easy.
A Sony.
What prickly animal has needle-like quills on its body? Porcupine.
Yeah.
Fox. Big shout out.
What is a supernova? Explosion of a star.
explosion of a
Of a
star.
star.
I know this guy like stars. He like all these star-like stuff.
All these heavenly bodies.
Yeah, this heavenly bodies.
Oh my god, I wrote a celebrity. That's disgraceful.
That's jokes still, but yeah.
Okay.
What is the world's highest mountain peak? Mount Everest.
I don't know what the Waye was.
Oh, wait, confusing me, bro. Like, it doesn't make sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know when in school, when you read exam, when you read question too much.
So it's funny, man. Honestly, what did you have pick? What did you have pick in the back?
Because pick the highest.
Just say mountain. Why are you adding peak to it? Now you make me look like I don't know. What is Makaleli that you're talking about?
I don't know what.
Do you know what I mean? This guy.
For some reason, why
This
I
guy.
don't know what you felt like. You
I don't want him to be smart. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know when you're trying to be clever, like, this answer is too obvious.
It's
Okay.
okay, girl. That's how you
Calm
feel
down,
yourself.
man. Calm down, man. This is Makasu, maybe. You know what I mean? Fair play to you. We're not today. Come on, Mina. Dubai. Come on, let's go. Makalu.
Anyways,
This guy.
thank you very much, guys,
That was
for
fun. though.
staying with us on these segments of trivia questions. We hope you enjoy it. If you know the answer, leave it in the comment section. So before we started talking about the answer, you guys should leave your own answer in the comment section. Let's see how intelligent you guys are. But back to our topic. Would you pay £9,000, equivalent of 27 million naira, for your child's school fees? Or would you rather hand them that money and have them do something meaningful with their life with it?
Thirdly, I mean, if they want a cash, if I have it, I give them.
They give
I
it to
think
them.
that's much better for them. So they have some sort of responsibility.
I still feel like it's a lot of money that you just hand over to your child. I don't know. Even
They will
if
not
they're
manage
25,
it.
at that point in life, at that point of their life, English is hard.
Nah.
But anyways, I feel like they're not.
I
Yeah.
don't like English like that.
So it's a lot of money to just hand down and be like, go do whatever you want. I would say bring a proposal of what you want to do,
Whoa.
and then let's disburse the money to you in gradually.
To go to parliament, you know?
Whatever,
Go to first and second hearing.
whatever that
That's a right proposal.
whatever that means, just so you don't squander 27 million naira on one business proposal that.
But listen, these your kids will not even know that it's 27 million. They just be like, it's just like.
Yeah, even if it's £9,000, like even if I give birth to you here and it's 9,000.
No. I'm saying even if you're paying 16,000, they wouldn't see as 27 million because they're here. Or they
What
will be
do
here.
you mean?
You let them know, Abby.
Trust me, the way you feel about 27 million naira, I feel like that's how they feel about
No, listen.
16,000
No,
pounds here.
I don't
It's
think
60.
so.
I feel like it. I do
It's not
feel
the
like
same,
it, to
oh.
be honest.
It's not the same. Oh.
Do you know what 20 pounds mean to people here?
I disagree.
So I want to start looking at it from 20 pounds, 50 pounds is a lot of money. Let's now talk about 16,000 pounds. Guy, I feel like the way we see 27 million naira, the way 27 million naira is in our head,
You are seeing it.
is the way 16,000 pounds
Bring
is
this
for
mic
people
close.
here. Which I'm bringing it.
Do you know what I mean?
Because
Because-
if you feel otherwise, guys, because what? It's
Because 27
still
million
money.
is different. The feelings. You know, how
That's
many,
what I'm saying. Like the same thing you.
how many Ghana must go will you eat inside 27 million? Honestly, you need like,
Wait.
honestly, you need like 4 or 5 Ghana must go, 27 million. 16,000, one briefcase. 50 pounds, bro.
Well,
It's not even.
it's not
listen,
about
it's
the
different.
container. I'm saying the sound of 16,000 pounds. You know what that means?
Listen, with 16,000
So
pounds.
to actual British people, that's what I'm telling you. Like the way 27 million sounds to you is the same way 16,000 pounds sounds to them. Look at the way these
British
guys
people.
hold their £5, their £10, their £20. It's no joke. God. It's no joke. Let's not talk of thousands of pounds. Guy, what are you talking about? It's a whole lot of money.
It's not a lot of money.
If you guys feel otherwise, please let us know. Like,
It's not a lot of money. 16 grand. See, listen.
I feel
All
like
these boys, all these young boys that are born nowadays, they say 16
Yeah.
bags in there. That's 16. But they don't even call it 1,000. You are not putting 1,000 in the bag. Like, they say 16 bags in there. I made 16. I made 5 bags yesterday. You know what I mean? They think it's normal. They don't.
Okay.
Hey, 16 bags.
It's not a lot.
16 bags.
Okay.
16,000.
Yes, 16,000 pounds, 27 million naira. The same way 27 million naira seems like a big deal to you because of the number of Ghana must go that you put 27 million naira into. It's the same way 16,000 pounds means a lot to the British people. That's your business. If you like, let our audience settle for us. But anyways, it was a good conversation actually, talking about this money that would pay to come and study, if it's worth it, if you'd pass that same amount of money down to your kids and have them use it to study. Let us know in the comment section, guys. Let's know what you think about this topic. And we hope you're going to stick with us. You're going to hit that subscribe button. You're going to share this video with somebody. Say, you get these two crazy people. They just come on the screen and you like listen, make it interesting. We urge you to keep supporting us, keep liking the video, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and we'll see you again on the next episode. Right? That's Jakpa.
Jakpa Way.